Good evening, Bangish. We'll start our session. Before I jump into the next phase, do you have any questions on our previous session?
I would like you to, if you can, go through the last lecture, the last topic, if it will be good. The That was something, yeah,
Okay.
financial accounting. It was regarding. mm, I don't remember because I didn't got the audio recording. So if it's better, we went to a place which was.
Okay. What section or what object you have questions on? I mean,
They were no. I don't have such a specific question because I didn't got the recording. If I would have, I go through, then I see, observe, and I practice, and then there was issue. Then I could tell you this is the exact question. But if we go through the last topic, then I'll come to know from here we are going on.
okay. So we covered in our last session till open and close posting periods. We did create a variant, and using that variant, we actually open and close or restrict the periods. We have defined year calendar year as our fiscal year, or in my company or in your company or in practice company, which is Bangish Corporation, we have a fiscal year which starts from January to December. Now we have divided our fiscal year variant into 12 periods, and we need to open, let's say we are in May, so we have to open only May period. So nobody can post in April, nobody can post in June, any other period. By mistake, someone can during posting can enter a wrong date, right? And that will be end up posting into a different period if all periods are open. SAP doesn't restrict you to open all periods. You can open all entire year as open, but for security and safety and for the best practices translates, you should only open a period that you are in. For example, if you are in May, we supposed to open the May period. That what we covered at the end. Do you have any specific questions or in opening and closing of the periods? I can walk you through again, but we need to first define this posting period variant, right?
This is from previous lecture, or this is now today's fresh lecture? This one.
No,
Oh,
this is we already covered, right? We covered till this one, opening and closing of posting period. Now we are going to start document types, next topic. But as you said, you have questions from our previous session. So what was your question, Bangish?
there, again, there is no such specific question as I didn't go and didn't gone through the thing. Just what I wanted to say, the end topic of that lecture. So I should know from where we left and where we are continuing. This is the thing.
Yeah, you will get the recording today and you can go through, but you don't have any question. But what we covered, I can show you.
Yeah, I want to see it from here because I'll definitely practice it from here. This item won't be with me. Tutorial.
Okay. So let's say if on a typical day, let's say, due to any reason, if I am not able to extract the recording, so then you will be blank? No, right? You should be very focused on a lecture. Recording is a support and a help, but uh, definitely when you practice, you don't need in future these recordings. But I will go through. Our last topic was actually posting period variant, right? We defined a variant, and using this variant we open the periods, right? So you have to go to financial accounting new, same, you have to go SPRO, which is a backend, double click SAP reference IMG implementation guide, which we use to implement SAP. We go to financial accounting new, and we will go to financial accounting global settings new. We'll go to ledgers. We'll go to open, sorry, fiscal year and posting period, right? And then we'll go to posting periods. So we defined our variant. Our variant we defined was 555. This was the variant we defined, right? It's just a variant, an ID. Using this ID, you open and then we assign this actually to our company code. If you go 5555, you will see my company code is linked to my variant. And then using this variant, we have actually open 2020 from period 1 to period 12 we opened, right? If I, let's say, enter 5 and 5, that means that I'm restricting SAP to allow any user to post in May month only. After May 31st, someone needs to come on this screen and open the 6th period, June. That's how is the practice in most of the companies, right? We did. So now 5th period is open for all GLs because we post in GLs, right?
Fifth period mean 1 month.
So this is the account types you can post to. You can post to assets. If you purchase any asset, you can post. If
No, you
you,
said fifth period. Okay, so it's 1 month, May only.
yes, period, Bangesh, period mean month. We have a fiscal year, which is a calendar year. In a calendar year, we have 12 periods.
Yeah.
12 periods mean one period is equal to 1 month.
Yeah.
So
No, that I got. That you already explained 2 to 3 times in previous lecture. My question is, when you write 5 and on the other side you also write from 2 period, it mean 1 period.
yes, if I enter 6, means May and June both are open.
Mean on this was my question. And what about the next line? Mean where is written 1 and 12? 12 periods are on. 12 periods on the next line. That's 6. It's
This,
not my company. Tetra 5 is not my. It's 6,000 is my not my
yeah, in
company.
year 2008,
Yeah.
that is long back, period 1 to period 12 are open. From they open for 3 years, 2008 to 2011. For 3 years, 36 periods are open.
36 periods are over.
Okay. So we want to make sure that we have periods are open. 5th, right? Now I will leave it like open in May only. Once after 31st May, you will see system won't allow us to post any document in SAP because period is open for 5th only. We need to come here again and open 6th period. Now we'll go to our
No,
next.
we will come here, open and close a period if you want to write more.
If you want to open the June period, yes, you have to come here,
Yeah.
or there is a T code OB52. Go to the prompt command where we enter the transaction codes. OB52, the same screen. Then you go to your variant. You know where your variant is 555. and just remove this and enter sixth period and save it.
Now, so what will happen if by doing this, sir?
Okay, what will happen
Yes, sir.
when you open the period? You can able to post the
No,
transaction
no,
in
no,
that one.
no. After we are able to open the period from 5 to 6. Let's say you enter 5 and 6. There will become 2 periods. So after then, what will happen?
You will be able to post a transaction. If you don't open, the system won't allow you to post any transaction. System will
Okay.
say the period is not open, you cannot post into that June period unless you open the period.
Or next further future step, I have to open first period here.
Okay, what you do when you go home, right? You ring the bell, right?
Right.
So if the door is not open, what you will do?
I will jump from the door and try
No.
to go inside the door.
No. You cannot do in SAP, right? You cannot jump in, you cannot break the program, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But the what is the normal way, right? What you will do? You will ring the bell, right?
But if you said bell is not working, I'll close the gas line or electricity line. Everyone inside the home, they will come outside and they will open. Usually it doesn't happen. One door is not there. I will knock, tuck, 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 tuck,
Exactly,
by
exactly.
hand.
So you are getting permission, and once, for example, inside your home, people know you, right?
Yeah,
They will open. Otherwise, if someone else comes and knock the door, they will not open the door, right? Unless
right.
they recognize. So
Yeah.
unless system recognize you coming here, right, with the authorized user, and you have an authorized variant, now you can change the period and system say, okay, I know Bangish is a user in SAP. He we and SAP will check also the variant is created. Yes, it is created. Now if you are changing, system will allow you to change. Once you change, door will be open. In the June period, you can enter the invoices, you can enter the expenditures, you can enter the asset postings. All those posting finance department is doing every day, they will
Mm.
be able to post, right?
Yeah.
So this is what will happen if you change the period. This is very simple. This is just lock and unlock, right? We will see the real time impact when we will go to post. We need to first actually develop our SAP first. Okay, you understand any doubt?
No, but when we'll practice, when I have doubt, I will definitely ask you, sir.
If you don't practice, you will have many doubts, telling you.
Yeah, I will practice. I didn't practice, so that's why I'm not able to ask a proper question. And this is question without any sense. So that when I practice, I go through it. I
Right,
will see your lecture.
right.
Then,
If
uh,
you I'm telling you in a very beginning, uh, my experience, if you don't follow, right?
yeah,
Why will you not follow? Because you will not practice. Once the class is done, if you don't open your SAP, if you don't practice in SAP, if you
yeah,
don't spend time in SAP, first of all, you will have silly questions. You know, silly questions, basic questions. Basic
yeah,
questions will go away if you open SAP and do what I am doing, meaning
yeah,
practice. Then you will have a high level questions, right?
yeah,
So if you, let's say, don't practice, over time it will get complex, right? Because it's building blocks, right? One topic is dependent on the other topic, right? Now after, like, I'm not referring to you, I'm just giving you a high level opinion, experience based on my previous sessions. At the end of the day, you will have many questions. You are not practicing, you will not like to practice because a lot of things will go in pending. Then your money will waste,
yeah,
your time will waste,
Yeah.
At the end, your relation with me will waste automatically,
Yeah.
right?
But the thing is, here, let's say I told you I didn't got the lecture, I mean, video. You said you have, if let's say you don't have the
No,
video,
no,
you don't have the,
no.
you
I'm
should
not.
go through the Microsoft Word. There is document, each and everything is explained. But there, the terminology, the thing, and yeah, let's say you got the tutorial. Let's say it's theory. Then after theory, there is a picture of the.
No, 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 no. I mean, I'm not saying about the concepts. I'm saying about the practice. You don't need anything other than the document I mailed. You have to follow, practice. You even don't need a video. You have a SAP access. Just open that document and see what I covered. I created the variant. Just go and follow, right? Simple. If I open the same document, I can practice in front of you.
Okay.
This is not an excuse. Okay, you go definition, you know the path in that document. I have mentioned clearly what is the path, what is the T code, right? You go, just enter OBB0, right? You will go to, no, this is not OBB0. You have to go OBBO, right? Right. This says now. Click on new entries. Click on new entries. Now the variant, you know what is your company 6363 whatever, right? Enter this
66.
and enter this description here, right? Posting period, simple, and save it. This is what you need to do. What has nothing to do with the video, unless you don't have the document, right? Practice from the document first. If you are not clear through the document, then go and watch the video.
Mm.
You don't need to watch the video every time, right?
Yeah.
Every person is different. It's up to you. Now, document time. Now, we'll start our session. Today's session will be short again because we have already in a session for more than an hour. Document type. So far, the day one, we actually, from the basics, introduction, we actually defined develop or configure, same words, same meaning, different elements in order for us to use SAP and post transaction business transactions. The idea of implementing SAP is, so the business who is implementing SAP can use SAP and capture their business transaction digitally. No manual work. They will receive the invoice, someone will post the invoice in SAP. Now his senior can see everything in SAP. He can make decisions. How many people we need to pay, how much sale, how much revenue we generated today, not only in a specific region, based on the organizational elements. If you define business areas, if you have another company codes in a different countries, you can see on a same instance what and how much you have done in other countries, your performance, your sale, your purchase, your GL posting, your expenditures. You can do different analysis and reporting. That's what the purpose of installing SAP, right? So now we have covered so many things, right? We have developed our structure. What will be our fiscal year? What will be our periods, right? And then how many periods in a year? Then what is our business area? What is our company code? What is our group company code, right? What is our variants? What is our chart of account? What is our account group? What is the range when we create the GL? System will pick. We have already defined the accounts group, all those things. Now moving forward, we will uh, create some other or define or develop some other objects which are necessary to post transactions in SAP system. So
So
one
Aziz
of
sir,
the or
I have a question. Let's say this is the different type.
No,
Document type, sorry.
no, I did
Sorry.
not. I did not started yet. So if you have any question that is advanced question, just wait.
Okay.
I will explain to you what is document type, right? And we will finish this basic settings, right? And then if you have any question, go through the video, come up with your questions, right? And then this way we can save our time, your time and my time too. Now, what is your question, by the way? Document type.
My question is, let's say I am studying document types from you, then you are practicing it to me. Okay. So what's the role of this document type? Let's say any topic, forget about document type. What's the role of any topic we are? eh, This is not a question right now. It's a general thing
Okay, I
whenever
will.
we study.
I got your question. Now let's say, so in order to drive the car, right? What you need to have?
Driving license.
Okay. What
I
else?
need to have car,
Right? What else you need to have?
driving skills.
Okay. What other?
I need to have legs, foot, vision should be clear.
Okay. And once you have a driving license, that means you are okay. Then next.
Then I need to go on the road.
Okay. You don't need to have a registration.
I need to have registration.
Okay. What else? You need to have a fuel in the car,
Definitely.
and air in the tire,
Yeah.
right? And car should be functional, right?
Yeah.
Right? And it's a legal, right? Not stolen car, right? Otherwise, you will be in trouble, right?
Maybe it can be NCP non-custom made in our
No, no,
area.
no, 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 no. I'm saying, I mean, I'm trying to give you an idea.
Hmm.
Once you want to use anything, you need to have some prerequisites, right?
Exactly.
SAP, when you developing SAP, you want to use SAP, you need to develop it first, right?
Yeah.
So why we are developing or configuring document type?
Yeah.
I will show you. We didn't start yet. So
Yeah. Just a
previous,
simple question. It's not about this document type question. Answering
these
one to
are
another.
these are the pieces that we need in order for us to develop SAP. Once you will define all the elements, I will, for 10 minutes, I will repeat. When I will post the document, all these elements and objects that we have defined or we will define will play a role. We need, so let's say, take an example, document type is the driving license for you. Maybe the your chart of account may be engine for you, right? So these things we need to have first in place or develop, so we can use it in future, right?
Right.
So I will show you, right? Don't get confused. We need something, we need to develop something, right? We need, there is a process, right? You come to United States, there is a process, right? You need to follow.
Yeah. Yeah.
You cannot go Islamabad International Airport and say I want to go just New York, no, right?
No.
So in the same way in SAP, how come you posting a transaction and you don't have a company defined in SAP? You don't have a chart of account in SAP. You don't have a document type defined in SAP. You don't have a period open in SAP. All these are the prerequisites, right? Not developing, right? You will see everything once we will done with this. I will show you why we
Okay.
defined. Now, document type is used to classify your document types and different transactions, right? Like if you see on a globally, there are countries, right? And then within a country there are different costs, different groups, right? Same way in SAP, when you post any transaction, system classify your posting based on document types. How, if, for example, if you are posting like thousands of transactions in on a particular day in a company, how system will segregate, oh, these are the customer invoices, these are vendor invoices, these are expense postings, these are uh, revenue postings, these are P&L postings, these are balance sheet posting. At the end of the day, if you don't have document types defined in SAP, you won't be able to see a report where you can see how many transactions you posted, vendor invoices and customer invoices and all those things, right? So document types, SAP have defined many document types, standard document type. As I told you, when you purchase this SAP out of box, SAP will give you kind of sample company. Company 1000 in SAP is a sample company. So you can, if it satisfies your requirement, you can copy that company and use all those things, parameters. Those are standard SAP. Many objects are standard SAP. You can use those standard SAP objects, or you can rename it or define it, or by copying it, or by creating a new entries. Document types in SAPs are defined to distinguish different business transactions, right? For example, customer payments, vendor credit memos, right? uh, so we distinguish with two different types. Let's say I'm posting uh, a vendor invoice. I will use document type KR. It's a 2-digit key. If I'm posting, for example, customer invoice, is DR is the document type that is used. If I'm posting into any GL, normal GL posting, I'm paying rent and I'm posting, the document type will be used SA, right? So KA is a vendor, DR is a customer. So you can go and check the document types, or you can go OBA7, that is the T code. These are, so 60 document types are defined in this client. If I go SA, it will show this document type is used for GL. When you use this document type SA in any postings, system will post to the GL. With this SA document type, we have other things linked. Now I'm telling what kind of posting system will allow to post using this asset document type. If you check these all, if you are posting, if you're purchasing asset and using asset document type, system will allow you, because I have set this checkbox that asset postings are allowed using asset document type. At the same time, I have allowed customer invoices, payments, I can use asset document type. So now typically, because this is used for GL, you can uncheck and save it, because this is the SAP.
Why? Okay. Okay.
Because I have different document type for asset, I have different document type for customer, I have different
So
document type
got
for
you,
a
got
vendor,
you,
I
got
have
you.
different document type for
That's what you
material.
told me on here on tutorial everything. So the
Right,
in
right.
I
So
use the code essay.
right,
When I use the code essay, so I came to GL.
right,
So I need to remove everything instead of G except GL.
right. So this document type has many functions, right? This is an ID. So now when I post any document in SAP, SAP will assign and generate a document number. How that number will be generated? We have to define number range. If you click this number range box, it will take you to another T code, which is FBN1, or you can type on this in this command prompt, and you can come onto this screen as well. You have to enter your company code, and you have to click this change intervals, right? So no number ranges are defined. Number ranges are nothing but a range, right? That system will pick one number from that range, let's say 1 to 100. For essay document type, when I use essay document type and post any transaction into SAP, system will pick one number from the range that I will define here, right? So I will go and uncheck these, right? And I will save this. Now I will go and define a number range as well. I will enter my company code, and I will go to change interval. These two options,
What does it mean, number range? You said I will define number range.
I'll tell you. Hold on. Let me define it first. Click on add interval. Go to 01. ID 2020 is the year. Now, if I go and see, don't save it 1 to 9999. Just go 1 to 1000 and add it. Now, this range is added, right, against your company code, right, and you save it. Now the changes,
So it's from 1 to 1000, right?
anything you can give. 1 to 1000, don't give too much. 1 to 9999, 1 to 1000. Now if I see the intervals, it will show me the intervals I created. This will show as a current number, that nothing is posted yet. If I post any document, this will become number 1, because system will take, when post the document, system will assign a number to that document. That number will be first, because I have provided my range or number range in my company 5555 against document type SA, that whenever I post any GL document, pick the number from this range. When I post first document, system will assign to that document a number 1, because it's starting from number 1. And when I post the second document, this number will become 2. I'll show you when we post the document. So this is the number ranges we assign, and this number 01, you remember I gave 01.
Yeah.
01 ID is linked to your document type. There is a link. This SA document type is linked to number range 111, and within
So the
1111,
range, you saying 01 I have given. Why you have given just to give a representation?
no, this is the SAP design, right? SAP is asking you, in a document type, give 2-digit ID. Can I give more than 2 digit? No, right?
Mean you said just I give you give ID identity.
This is ID. Your company 5555 is ID too, right?
Yeah, yeah,
You have a social security ID,
yeah, yeah,
you
yeah,
have a driving license ID,
yeah, yeah.
you have a alien number ID.
Alien number.
Yeah, that's when you come to United States, they give you one number, right? Citizenship number or citizen number or alien number or whatever, right? This is
I'm not
ID.
citizen.
Okay, we are now we are we
Oh,
are
you. Sorry. Yeah, I got you. Oh, okay.
you got my point, right?
Yeah,
IDs,
yeah.
right? So
Sorry.
what ID, your ID is telling this is Mr. Bangesh.
Mangesh.
This ID is telling SAP system 1 to 1000.
एक चीज समझ नहीं, जब आप कह रहे हैं आईडी में 01 दे रहा हूँ, 2 डिजिट आईडी देनी है, एसएसपी मुझे अलाउ कर रहा है, तो 1 से 1000 तक रेंज कैसे चला गया कि ये हमने खुद ही अभी डिफाइन किया?
So you have to give a range, right?
No, if it's
Against
the
this
previous
ID,
thing that you already explained, then I got it. Then I already got it. We have to give a range. You told me that don't give that much big range. Give range that is minimum mean, not that much big range. So you give 1 to 1000, right?
right? So
That's
so Bangesh, when you post any document, right?
yeah.
Right? When someone sends you the invoice, every invoice has it's a unique number, right? That is called invoice number, right?
No,
Right?
right.
So that number that is on that invoice, from where it's coming, if it's the SAP generated invoice, system, when you post any document in SAP, system will generate and assign a number, right? From
Yeah.
where that number is coming, from this 01 ID, in our case for SA document type, in company code 555. When I am going to post in SAP SA document type, a GL document type, then SAP will post in 2020 year, starting from one document to 1000. I'm giving and assigning a range. Similarly, we did for OBD4 for our GL account group. When I create a GL, system will pick one number from that GL range, right? Now, this ID is linked to your assay document type.
So
And
document.
yeah, and when, for example, if you post any document and later point of time you figured that this document was wrongly posted, you can reverse the document always. And when you reverse the document, system will assign another document type, which is AB, reverse document type. So then you can see in the system that this document was reversed.
How I will see if
I'll,
this is
I'll,
reversed, sir?
I will show, because in a document type, if you go, this is the advanced question, but I will show you. For example, if I go any document which is already posted, let's say in my company code I have a few document posted, I'll show you. Let's say I have a, excuse me, this is a document type. I will enter SA document type against my company code 333. If I search, it will show me all the documents that are posted on what document and what date and what posting date, right? And what year. In 2020, let's say I have posted one document which is document number 8. How system picked that document number 8? Because it was the 8 document in sequential order. First document, system pick one document number. If I click, let's say, one document number, it will open up that document, right? That document will contain the document type, right?
Okay.
Right. This is the document number, right? This is the company code. I'll explain to you what is posting keys in future. This is the currency the document was posted, right? This is the company code, year, period, posting date, right? And you can go see many options, right? You see, this is document type, SA.
Mm.
So how this number one is coming?
This is the number that we give to SA. SA means general ledger. For general ledger, we give an SA. We allow us to give two-digit ID.
This is a range, right? System will pick one number from that range which we have assigned to a document type. Whenever we use SA document type during our posting, system will verify what is the range that is linked to that SA document type, so system can pick one number from the next in a sequential order, next number. In our case, we have defined 01 ID. Within 01 ID, we have defined 1 to 1000 is my range. Whenever I post any document using SA document type, system will pick one number within this range 01. If I accidentally posted a wrong document, wrong amount, then you can reverse it. There is a function in SAP, you can reverse the document. So when you reverse the document, SA document, system will use another document type. So to identify this was a reversal document. This is the checkbox allowed. Lock indicator, if you lock this, if you allow this, you cannot post to the GL because this is not allowed. So we will allow GL. Now all other fields I will explain later point of time. For now, just understand document type and number range. Save.
Document type and number range.
Right.
That's all we have to do with that
Right.
place, right?
Right. This is the same explanation, right? Same explanation.
Mean you explain it easy, in easy words.
Yeah. Now next topic is the field status variant. Let's say you are posting any document, right? And you need to enter something, and there is a tendency, right? You forget things, right? If you forget an important element while posting invoice, right? We cannot search at a later point of time, or maybe there's going to be a reporting issue or something, you need not to forget, right? So then you can use this field status variant to to force you to enter something during document entry. Let's say, for example, I'm posting a document in SAP system. System will ask you what is the document date, what is the document type, what period will default automatically based on your year you are in. This date will come as today's date. Document date, I'll explain you what is document date, what is posting date, right? This is the company code I am in, currency I am posting in. Now, let's say I'm posting something, right? Or I can give today's date as well. Document date can be a different date. Now, if I post to any GL, right, for example, don't pay attention to any other things, just I'm explaining to you. Now, your boss or your company wants you to compulsorily enter this tax. This is vendor invoice, right? When you enter the tax. So if you don't enter, system will allow you to post the document, but another person cannot see this tax. So they are looking to force you to enter this vendor invoice. If you don't enter this vendor invoice as a tax, systems will throw an error. That what you achieve through field status variant. In field status variant, you will make this text field as a required field. We can have many line items, right? If you go another transaction code, which is FB50, right? You can post many line items. You see here, you have purchased many things. So there are so many other fields in a document. You see here, if you enter, you see here, there are many lists, right? You see I'm changing, right? If you go forward, many fields. What is profit center, what is your fund center, what is your business area, what is your cost center, what is your material, what is your functional area, all those things. So these fields are not required all the time, but some fields you do require. So if you want to restrict Bangesh that he should enter this jurisdiction code, then you have to use field status variant to lock the fields or make the fields required. Now there are 70, I showed you fields, but there are 70 in one line item and 70 in other line item, total of 140 fields. So if you make all those 140 fields required, right, the posting will be a nightmare, right? One, right? So you don't want all those fields as a required fields. Some fields you can set as optional, some you can set as required, some fields you can set as a display only, or some fields you can set as a suppressed, means they will not show, right? So now we will go and define our fiscal year variant, the field status variant. You go to SPRO, you go to SAP reference IMG, same repetition. Go to financial accounting, new financial accounting global setting, ledgers, fields, and defined field status variant. Right. Now we can create from the new entry, or we can copy. So to save our time, we will copy. Don't copy when you are practicing, create from the scratch, or just see what are different
Okay.
options available. Now I will copy from one of the company 3333. I will click and select this and go to this function called copy as. I'll click, this will be copied over. I have to change my field status variant, and I have to change my company code description, and I will press enter. System will give you a pop-up, a message that you want to copy all entries within that field status, or you want to copy only that 333. I want to copy all. And to copy all available entries. So system is giving you a message, an information that 49 entries copied over. Now if I go to 555, I will see my variant is 555. Now select this, right, and then go into field status group. So all field status groups within 333 we have copied over, right? Now there are different groups, right? So we have one group called G001, right? If you double click, it will show different options available, right? So when you click on to
When you become G001, you said there are different groups, so it's your choice. You pick,
yeah, you
or
can
we are
create, you can
just
create,
practicing.
yeah, you
We
can,
just pick anyone.
no, pick G001, you will understand in future, right? G001. Now you see here the text is optional entry, right? During the document posting, according to this setting, text is a optional field, but I want to make text as a required field and save it. Now
Why
anytime
you did this,
anyone,
sir? Why you did this?
because field status variant function is, it will allow you to make any field means when you go into f-02, that is a field, right? The text is a field, right?
Mm-hmm.
I showed you, right? F-02 is a document posting, right? Text is a field, right? There is a text too, document header text. So I'm making, this is a field, right? I'm making this field as a required field. If you don't enter any information in that field, system won't allow you to save the document or generate the document or post any transaction. So this is the use of field status variant, where you want to lock some fields for user to compulsorily enter those fields. Otherwise, you cannot post, right?
Right.
Now, how you do that? We have to create a variant, and then in a variant we have different groups, right? In groups you have different functions, and you will activate using these groups, right? Now if you go to the general additional account assignment, here is a field called business area. Business area is optional entry, right? I want to make this as a required also. When you post any document, if you don't enter business area, system won't allow you to post. Simple.
So we make it required. Can you go back, please? It's so fast. I didn't catch it. When
So there are many things, right? In a
so where
document, I
you
told
where
you
you were?
I was in general
Okay,
text,
that's this. You make it required entry.
and
Then next one,
additional in a
additional area.
business area, right? This is I made as a required. If I enter this press in those, remember I showed you many fields, 70 fields. These are the fields, right? That you will see in document posting, right? Screen. So not all those fields are required in your company code.
No, my question is, sir. Yes, I understand. When I will be practicing or I'll be job, or I, don't remove this screen, please. The
Okay.
mm,
Text I made as a required.
okay. The second one, the previous one you made required
Same thing. Any field,
entry.
right? Any field.
So my question, why we made this required instead of it's the business area? We made it required entry.
But the company requirement, right? Company is forcing you. Whenever anyone is posting any document, he should be entering that business area.
Hmm.
Let's say, for example, someone is posting the invoice, right? And if he skip that business area, right? So the person who is responsible for that business area, New York, the entry will not show in his reports.
Okay.
When he at the end of the reports, he will not see his revenue generated under his business area. His promotion
Okay.
can be on stake. So system or SAP or the organizations, they all the time decides the parameters, controls, right, compliance. When you post any document, someone is asking you, please enter this invoice number. For example, in any if I take the layman example, right, for example, you are running a shop, so you have a assistant, right, working for you, right, so you will pass on some instructions, right, when you sell something on credit,
Yeah.
go open that register and use the red pen, don't use the black pen. So this is what,
Okay.
this is field status, right, you're telling, enforcing. So when you come and open the register, you will see the red writing invoices or whatever he sell on
Mm.
credit, you can see easily, right. Simply when you post any document in SAP, you are telling SAP, whenever someone is posting any document type, he should be forced to enter the required entry as a business area. I'll show you in future. And then the tax also, what is that invoice is for, right, compliance based.
Mm.
Okay, now this is done. I took the simple examples, and same is in the material as well. You can go and why I did not made other fields as required, because cost center, let's say cost center is in controlling. I did not define any cost center, so if I made it as a required field, system will ask you first define cost center. That's why I didn't made a cost center as a required field. Now we are done with this.
What's the difference between field status variant and field status group?
Field status variant is just an ID. Under field status variant, you have different groups. You can have
Oh,
only one group. It's up to you. These are the groups that copied over, right? You don't need these CONS. You don't need BPS2. You don't need this, right? Just go
by doing
and
this,
delete it.
just you show me I can change the entry, mean a required entry and that other thing, right?
Right, right. For example, I gave you the example, when you are in your own business, you're telling your bookkeeper, make sure you enter the date, right?
Yeah,
If he's not entering the date, how you will come to know what day he gave that stuff and sold merchandise on credit? You will not able to know, right?
yeah.
So you will force him to enter the date, right, in a date column, please enter this. So he might forget, but in SAP, if someone is not entering anything in SAP that you required, what will be the impact? You will not see your reports, you will not see your business is going on what direction.
Exactly.
This is the use of field status, right? This is all. Now, now you have to assign this field status variant to your company code. Next step, just position, go
So
to your
now we
company.
have to assign. First we define, now we have to assign,
We did
right?
many times, right? We did many times this step, right? Similar steps. We defined and we assigned, right? Very simple. Yes, we
Yeah.
have to assign. How your company will and how SAP will understand this variant, the setting you made, cost center, I mean the business area and tax as a required field, how system will know this is valid for this company code unless you assign this variant to your company code. You're making a link, right? I give you an example how in Pakistan someone will know that your dad is so and so. You have to
So
you have to link somewhere, right, in a structure somewhere, right, in another database somewhere, or any organization that is managing. So you have to link, right? This is very simple, Bangesh. You have to create, assign to your company code. What is hard in this step? You did many
no,
time, right?
yeah, I did.
Now, now the tolerance. The next topic is tolerance. What is tolerance? I think we are over the time limit. We will continue this in our next session. Tolerance, I'll give you high level. Tolerance means, let's say, if you go to in a bank, right? When you to withdraw certain amount from your bank account, right? If you write a check for $1 million or million rupee, the cashier that is handling and paying, he will have to go to his boss, his senior, to get approval, right? Because that amount is beyond the tolerance of his title or whatever the the assignment he
Capacity
is on, right? So
above the capacity.
his role doesn't allow maybe to cash or in cash a check more than 1 lakh. So
Okay.
because this check was $1 million or 1 million rupee in whatever the currency it was, he needs to get approval. So his tolerance is up to 1 lakh,
Mm.
right?
Right.
Now, even when you go to the ATM, there is a limit, right? You cannot withdraw $10,000 from ATM. There is a daily withdrawal limits that is a tolerance to. ATM tolerance is up to 1500. ATM can dispense only $1500. Or if you go anywhere and the organization, there are approval processes, right? Not one person can do anything or any decision in the company, right? In SAP particularly, when you post any document, so when you post a document, that is fine, right? When you receive the invoice and you want to pay and post into SAP system will check your tolerance. You are logged into SAP. Do you have authorization to post a transaction more than a certain amount? More than 1
Mm.
lakh invoice, can you pay or you cannot? You need to set using this tolerance group,
Mm.
right? It's not like you post millions and millions and billions of dollar transaction in SAP. There is hierarchy and there is approval and approval system in SAP that is managed by using this tolerance groups. So there are different types of tolerances, one for GL, one for customer, one for vendor, right? And then we assign the tolerance range, we group them, and we'll assign to the individual employee. Let's say when I am using SAP system, I need to be created as a user in SAP system. When they create a user in SAP system, against that user or against that GL, I will set some tolerance, or business will set some tolerance. This guy position is senior accountant. He can issue a check up to 2 lakh, and more
Okay.
than 2 lakh, a director can issue a check. So there are approval processes. So if something is beyond the approval of a certain person, employee, other person will have to log on or approve it.
Other person have to do what, sir?
They have to initiate the approval process. He needs to post that document, not him, the other one.
Me, there will be limitation by tolerance. We mean there will be limitation in the SAP. So this amount, if above than this amount, he cannot extract. And if he extract,
I gave you the example, right? Very typical example. You go bank,
yeah,
right? If your check amount is 1 million,
yeah,
will that cashier will give you the money? No.
oh,
What he will do? He will go to his boss to get that check signed or something signed or get approval.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Or the person will come and he will enter some code, his password or his passcode, that I approved it. Yes. Compliance, right? So this is done and kept, and we can get this functionality in SAP using tolerance groups. Tolerance. What is a tolerance? Tolerance is a level, a point where you can issue, post, or pay any invoice or post any document in SAP system. We will continue.
Maximum level mean.
Yeah, you can set the limit, right? When I will define the limit, I'll show you how we define the limit. We will define the
Okay,
numerical values,
okay, sir.
1000 to 2000, up to 1000 Bangesh can post, up to 2000 more this person can post, all those things. And when we set the tolerances, we can set how much discount you can give. If you in a company selling something,
Mm.
uh, how much discount you can give? 10%, 5%. This is your tolerance, right? So if you're receiving a payment, you sell something for $1000 and the customer is paying you $999. So it's $1 less than what he's supposed to pay or she's supposed to pay. So what you want system to do? Just return that check, or
Okay.
just say it's fine, $1 is okay, no problem. This is the within my tolerance range, within SAP tolerance range. System will allow you to post, and difference will go to a certain different GL account. That's we will learn in the future session. I'll end this session here. We'll continue on Friday. Stay
Okay.
safe and take care of yourself.
Take care.